Reggie. I'm sorry, man. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Some of the questions in the chat, are you saying that blacks are native to America? No, black people are not native to America. We was involuntary put into America, and we are owed repair for what they did to us. And without being part of the process, we can't show them the repair that we owe them. Without being organized and being in organizations, we can't mobilize to show them. But I've been luckily part of a lot of mobilizations for many of the court cases that went away, right, in New York City, right? Have been on the been participants, and then again shouldered as a foot soldier for many of the great leaders and tried to be present. But no, we're not native to this land. We were imported into this country, and since we're here, we owe it to our future, right, to get things right. And again, you have to understand, 1967, there was not up until 1967, there was not one. We weren't able to participate in government, so we began with one city in Cleveland, right under Carl Stove. Now we have mayors, but you have to understand that this is the beginning of the process of a new process for Black Americans.
All right, Reggie, I want to pass the mic so I can get through. Yeah. And that don't mean I'm not going to vote. I am going to vote, and I'm voting for Cornel West. That's who the hell I'm voting for. So I'm going to. That's my vote. I'm voting for Cornel West.
Hey, Israel, you in Chicago, right? So check it out. Are you,
hold on, brother? Hold on, y'all got to stop speaking out of turn. It's Nepal Shada in the building right now. She got to get it in because she got a good plan coming up for all of us. Nepal Shada, you got the floor, babe.
Right. Thank you so much, Saneter. That's I appreciate you letting me come in and just announce this. I want to let everybody know that we will be hosting a party on Zoom. If you want to hit the link, you can watch the presidential debate with us in Zoom tonight. So
good idea.
Yeah, the link is in the chat, and that's all I really wanted to say. So please hit the link and come on in.
Yeah, and we can talk about it as when it goes. So on Zoom, how many people get in Nepal?
500.
Woo! So hey, Elder Yara, come on in. You and Nepal will be moderating that Zoom. We got a watch party tonight it starts at 9 Eastern time. 3 o'clock. What?
No, I said yes, sir.
Yes, 9 Eastern time, y'all. So we're gonna have a watch party, but they should be airing it on YouTube, right?
ABC. I'm pretty sure. Of course,
on YouTube, because that's the only way we'll be able to air it.
Right.
So likely, they will be showing it on YouTube.
I'm sure that ABC will have it. I'll look for the link right now. Drop the ABC link, but yeah, more than one outlet will be airing it. But it'll be good if we could get together and do our own conversations, maybe.
Yeah, so y'all hit that link, man. Hit the link. Nepal, drop the link one more time, man.
Okay. All right. So thank you. I'm going to go ahead and drop off now. I just want to announce that.
Yeah, I need you to put that link in the private chat, though, before you leave so I can keep grabbing it.
Okay, I'll do that.
Hey, and y'all got to be ready. Hey, before you leave, Nepal, hold on. Nepal, before you leave, who are you going with on this debate? Who you think going to win this debate?
As far as the debate goes, I really can't say because Kamala locked herself into a secluded place and she's been doing mock. Like, actually, they set up a mock platform that looks just like the actual debate platform. She's doing a lot of practicing, a lot of preparation. He's not going to prepare at all. He's just off the cuff, so that's kind of concerning to me. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Okay, thank you. Let's go. Sabir, you ready now to go in?
It's so much to unpack, son, that I'm trying to figure this thing out because I want to address Reggie because I like to listen first before I jump on.
Address Reggie.
No. Reggie's my brother. Reggie's my brother. So this is not, when he said that we weren't here. We were here. A lot of us was here. That's a fact. That's not even no secret. Hey, in my hometown, Philadelphia, I was trying to make my way back to Philadelphia so I can actually cover it while I was there. My thing is with this debate thing, brother, I'm trying to figure out what would they be debating. What's the debate about?
Policies.
Okay, so no, again, let me say this one more time. What is the debate about? So, what kind of policies are we talking about?
Healthcare, probably Supreme Court justice.
So let me say this, Reggie. I'm from Philly. Let me help you out.
Answer the question. So, yeah.
And I'm responding to you, right? This is the thing. In Philadelphia, there's a lot of history. I just got off. Saneter called me when I was live. And I don't just jump on people's shows because I don't like the yelling and the arguing over it, like you said earlier, over each other. Yeah. I'm from Philly, right? There's a lot of history in Philadelphia, brother. In that constitutional center that they're at, they give law classes there. I don't know if y'all know this or not. They give law classes, mock trials, the whole 9 yards there. Literally, if you go online and punch in the constitutional center, they literally give you, give me 1 second. I'm trying to find it, Senator, so bear with me. Because I was just doing my show. They literally give you constitutional classes at the Constitutional Center in Philadelphia, right? But there's nothing that's going to come up about the Constitution at that debate. If you're in a constitutional center, that's what I mean. If you're in a constitutional center, Constitution should be brought up, but it's not going to be brought up at that particular time. So it's things like this. This is constitutional law, right? In this center, if you read Article 5 of the Fifth Amendment, matter of fact, that Fifth Amendment, and I said this earlier today, and I need y'all to follow me, but you have to have the constitutions with you also to understand what I'm talking about. It says, and this is why these Europeans are doing what they're doing. Kamala is playing this game. This is all politics, B. Kamala is playing this game of the Indian thing and the black thing. First and foremost, nobody's black. And I'm not going to argue with you back and forth. There is no black people. They don't exist. If it is, then you're linked into that whole Dred Scott decision. You're linked into the Constitution where it says that no one but a natural born citizen or a citizen before the adoption of this Constitution could hold any office of presidency. These things are not going to be brought up in there. I could ask how many of your people on this platform, Saneter, have read the Constitution of the United States, or better yet, your state constitution. So I heard a lot of people on these feeds saying, well, I did this in my community. I did that. How many of y'all went to your state rep's office? In New York, Saneter, you can go get this. And everybody's state has their own constitution. We keep saying what we have done for our people. But if you went to your state rep's office like I did out here in LA, I went there. You know who got mad at me? It was my people saying, why are you looking, asking for the state constitution? Because the information is in here. This is the state constitution. This is the federal constitution. Both of these. There's two differences. Every state has their own. But if you pick this up and you read it, it says all power not delegated to the legislators is reserved to the people. So there, in law, there's a total difference between people and persons. So what Kamala is doing, she's playing this politics game. I'm from Philly, and if anybody knows about Philly and their politics, I've been in radio in Philadelphia. I sat in the rooms with sheriffs, politicians, you name them, when I was doing radio on WRD. And they would get mad at me because I would challenge the sheriff and challenge the police because I'm like, yo, y'all violating people's rights every single day. And this is what is happening. So if you read it, the Constitution, it says no one but a natural born citizen. So the question would be, were black people citizens before the adoption of the Constitution? And why would they bring it up in that particular time? And why would they tell you about the Dred Scott decision? It's in here. The 14th Amendment never overturned it. So with me, I never voted, Saneter. This is just me. Malcolm said there's no difference between a northern dog and a southern dog. They both bite. So why? And we talking about politics as if we know something about the state constitution or the U.S. Constitution or quote anything in the Constitution. But we're talking about, yeah, man, he's in our best interest. No, I know Saneter. I know Brother Reggie. I know them. So I know their character. I don't know Kamala's character, nor do I know Donald. Well, Donald Trump is off the chain with his stuff, but I don't know them personally. You follow me? But we're blindly going into this, blindly going in. Well, I'm going to vote. Well, Sabir, you got to have somebody in there. Why? Why? Neither one of them are telling you what happened down there in 6th and Market. We're not having this conversation. Down at 6th and Market in Carpenter's Hall in Philadelphia, that's what our nationality was stripped at, baby. That's a factology. Go do the research. Go to Philadelphia and visit that area. Go to George Washington's house right there and see the plaques that's on the wall at his house in 6th and Market. Go down there. It's not too far where they're having a constitutional convention at. And if you go to the videos, I literally walked through the constitutional convention when I was there one time, and I sat there and had classes in the lobby talking about the Constitution. This is way before all this stuff started happening. But they are having these conversations, and they're having mock trials in Philadelphia. If you look it up online, you will see how many times they have these classes in Philadelphia at the Constitutional Center. And they're talking about constitutional laws. That's all they're doing. But the people are in their emotions. So policies is policies. Laws are laws. The law of the land is due process, which means that you cannot take my property. The Constitution is not the law of the land. It's due process is the law of the land, which means that you have to basically have a jury of your peers to even try that. You must hear before you condemn. That's the law of the land, not the Constitution. The Constitution is to protect people's rights, not persons' rights. If anybody studies law, you will understand the difference. There's a law library in Philadelphia called Jenkins Law Library, but every time I'm back in Philadelphia, I go there and I sit in there for hours. You could do a whole class of there. I think to rent the room is $50 an hour to rent the room in Jenkins Law Library. It's on 18th and Market. Look it up. It's there.
Can you tell us the difference real quick between a person and people in law?
The person, people have to have a law dictionary. First of all, if you pick up anyone, this is just one of mine, but bear with me. This is just one. If anybody, and I have another one, Corpus Juris, you can pick up any of these, right? I have Ballantyne's, Black's Law, Bouvier's, and Barron's. The difference between a person, when you read the 5th Amendment and the 14th Amendment or the preamble to the Constitution, there's two different things they're talking about. If you know the preamble to the Constitution, what's the preamble to the Constitution?
I don't.
You don't know. He just said the goddamn Bill of Rights. No, I said the preamble to the Constitution. This is what you're talking about, brother. Bear with me, Reggie. You're talking about that, but that's not what I'm talking about. So the preamble to the Constitution goes, we the people. And the state constitution says, we the people. So when you go and have access to a law dictionary, a people is a nation. A nation has a nationality. A nation has a constitution. You follow me? That's what a nation is. So you don't have a nation called black people. So in the Constitution, when you read the preamble and you read the 14th, it's talking about two different things. It tells you
that was the question that I asked earlier about black people being associated with land. I don't think that we are.
They don't have. Listen, brother. I stay in Morocco a lot, right? If you look up this book, I swear to God, look up this book called Land of the Moors. I swear to God, look it up online. This book where Barack Obama went at when I was in Tangiers was sitting in Tangiers too. Barack went to the same spot I went to in Tangiers, Morocco. This is where I got this book from. The Country of the Moors, and there's another book called The Land of the Moors. This book was written in the 1800s. So the same spot that where Barack Obama went in Tangiers, Morocco, I was there. His picture is sitting right there with the king of Morocco. I was laughing. I said, yo, his picture's right here, right? So they have no land. And the reality is, brother, black people in the United States are landless. That's what they are.
I could respond to my good brother Sabir. Sabir was right about the preamble, right, which is the short introductory statement. So he was right about that. Definitely right about that. My experience with law, because I've done my own federal case on discrimination, and I had to. And then I moved, I refiled it under the state. So I've had to do law in battle on discrimination and human rights law. Sabir Bey is absolutely correct about state constitutions, and those questions that he saw or what he is saying. I do think that we definitely do have to examine our rights. So that means we have to be a part of the process.
It's
right?
a process.
We have to be a part of the process. So he's my brother. We disagree on some minor type of things and practicality and stuff like that.
Well, you can tell me what you disagree with while we live on anything, and maybe we can clear it up together. Listen, if anybody disagree with anything I'm saying, I don't never say I would. This is just me, and Saneter know me. If I say I disagree with somebody, right, openly, I'm going to tell you why I disagree with you. Then you follow. That's what men do. So if I disagree with you on something, maybe my brother, my Ethiopian brother, said, let's reason. You follow me? Because that's how I am. So let me explain this whole federal thing.
I can tell you real quick what I disagree with. This concept that we as a organized people, right, we're here in the Americas.
That's
right?
a fact.
And those groups of people were diverse groups of people, transitioning from hunter and gatherer groups of people. And yes, they established their own laws, but they were never united. So when the conquerors came to this land, they met groups of people who some people may consider red and may consider black, or different type of small nationalities, right? So it wasn't one great nationality. What I disagree with the Moor concept is the Moors or Berber groups of people who were that moved to Andalusia, and then they were moved out and went back into Africa, and then they established themselves in Morocco. And the thing that they in fact did was break something very sacred to Islam, was to enslave other Muslims. And so the Moroccans invaded Timbuktu and enslaved Timbuktu, the other Africans, with English guns, and partnered with Queen Elizabeth, right? And then I think Muli Ismail tried to make a
Are you
pact
speaking about
with,
this? Are you speaking about Ferdinand and Isabella? Are you talking about Ferdinand and Isabella?
No, I'm talking about Muley Ismail, and I'm talking about the pact that he made with Queen Elizabeth after the Americas was discovered, and that their thing was to take Moorish armies in America to conquer the peoples in the Americas with to get ahead of the Spanish. So you're right in the sense of bringing up Isabel Fernanda, but I'm talking about a later period after the discovery of the Americas. And so we had, as stuff of theology and stuff like that, we never really established that our people here are connected to the Berber groups of people.
Okay, so let me see if I can.
I'm just telling you what I disagree with.
Okay, but that's not facts. Let me explain this to you.
Just by saying it's not facts,
brother. I can. If you want to have this discussion, listen, family. I'm gonna keep it a buck. You're not going to win with this, and this is not going back and forth. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm just keep saying. No, brother, listen to me, because you're not listening. You said a lot of things. You said a lot of things. Listen, I'm not trying to be your teacher. It's a lot of things that you have to unpack with that. Okay, you speaking to somebody. That's okay. I'm fine with that too. But again, let me explain this to y'all. That a fact can be researched, analyzed, and proven. This is 8th grade civics. A fact can be researched, analyzed, and proven. A belief is what people believe in because you back your belief up with facts. So what do I mean by facts? Either you have sources of books or you went to the particular places. I've been to these places many times. I've been to the Atlas Mountains, which you will actually see. This is called the Amazigh. Matter of fact, I can get into that too. I stayed in the Atlas Mountains. I stayed in Tunis. I stayed in Portugal. I stayed in Morocco. I stayed in all these particular areas that y'all see online. I just came back again from Morocco and getting ready to go back to Portugal in November. ending in Morocco, and then Tunisia. So when you're talking about the Berbers, you are the Berber. If you go to the Atlas Mountains in Morocco, you will actually sit, not go there for vacation, go and sit with the people, and you will understand the history. For people to say, and I've done many videos on my YouTube channel, just go to the channel, and I explain the whole history of the Arabs. I explain the whole history of the whole slave trade. I'm going to ask you smart people a question, which I asked Kaba this, and I asked Smalls this question about Carter G. Woodson's book, The Negro in Our History. Have you ever heard that book before? Have you heard that book before, brother? Let me share this with you. This is Carter G. Woodson's book. Most never even heard of this book before. This is 1,000 pages. Carter G. Woodson said in his book, most scholars know nothing about history prior to the enslavement. This is what Carter G. Woodson said in his book. His book is about $300. So when you look at the history and study the whole history of the Mandine Charter, how many of y'all heard of the Mandine Charter before? You never heard of it? Oh, we have all these classes, right? How many people heard of the Mandine Charter or let's put it this way, Sandi Adakita or Simon Guru? Who were they? You know who they were? This is before the Atlantic slave trade, and I'm gonna give you the book so you can actually, these are oral statements that you can actually look up. Kuma Malinke, please look it up. This is the lion. Sandi Adakita was the Lion King that y'all watch in Disney. If you look up this right here with all of these tabs, will tell you that we enslaved each other first before the Europeans did. So now, mind you, if they see us fighting one another, just like right now with this politics stuff, we're still picking these people without even holding them accountable. John Henry Clark said this, and since y'all John Henry Clark fans, if a person says that they're your leader, ask them these questions. What's the message? Who you giving it to? And what is the who you giving it to, and where did it come from? So I don't have a leader, bro. I don't, because these hardcore questions I'm going to ask people, because I'm going to bring up things like oral statements of these people. If you Google the Mandine Charter, believe me, you're going to see this is before the Atlantic slave trade. So now when we're fighting one another, which I can go on for hours and show you this, when we're fighting one another, right? They're looking at this like social media. We're going to give Saneter all the views. We're going to give Brother Reggie all the views. That's why you see I fell back. I don't say much. I don't never say much. I'm sitting back until Saneter say, come on. I'm not a dude that's looking for attention. This is the problem. We look for attention instead of respect. Respect lasts longer than attention. That's the reality. I'm looking for the respect, not the attention. Niggas want to jump on. Yeah, I know. No, brother. Research what I'm giving you. You're talking to somebody who's been to these places. And I'm sitting with these people. Nobody's paying me to go over there to sit with these people and find out what's going on. Why haven't we had the conversation about the Mandine Charter, about what happened to us before the Atlantic slave trade came in? Because if you want me to pull out the Portuguese book, I can pull that one out too. I was there at the Moorish Castle. So there is a brother by the name, look him up, Bo Abdel. Go look him up. They had a movie with Antonio Banderas playing him. Antonio, and as a matter of fact, I bumped into him in Madrid, Antonio Banderas. That was the funny part. There is a movie called, I forget, 19 Warrior, something like that. But if you look up who Bo Abdel is, Bo Abdel sold out his father because he wanted the attention, he wanted the position, and that was the breaking point of us. And this is what is happening right now because niggas are still looking for attention. I don't want attention. Saneter tell you, I told Saneter I wasn't gonna come on here. I'm fine because nobody wants truth. So we sit up here and talk about what the Moors done. If I pull out this information and show you that we enslaved each other first. So when someone see us fighting one another, they're going to take advantage of that. Not a problem. The Arabs did it. What Arabs are y'all talking about? Because if you want to talk about it, I can pull them out too. I'm going to show you something. If you want to have that conversation, my thing would be, what Arabs? The ones from Sudan? Which ones? Or we're going to talk about the original ones, the unknown Arabs. Which ones are we going to talk about? Because if you really look at all of these people, they're all of us. So the first people that was taken to America, matter of fact, America, because America's a continent, was the Arabs from Al-Andalus. So Moors never conquered no such thing called Spain, because Spain was not Spain until 1492. And that's another thing they're putting on people. Spain was not called Spain until 1492. It was after that. So how could you conquer something? So we keep selling this to our people, constantly selling it to the Arabs. Did it? Well, what Arabs are we referring to? But I could walk you through a lot of Arabs. If you're not sitting with these people, and I just had a conversation with some people from Sudan out here in California, and they said, "Oh, we know that. We learned that in school. We know who the Arabs are." So people who's coming into this land, right, that you call America, they're not going to talk to you because you're black. You don't even know history. The only history that you know is slavery. That's it. And this is all they keep selling our people. Slavery, 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 slavery. And we fall for it.
Can I ask you a question, Sabir?
Sure.
Can you establish that the Moroccan people, right, are the people that was enslaved and brought to the Americas? You are correct about you are correct about Andalusia. You are certainly correct about that. But can you first of all, can you establish that the Moroccan people, right, or the people that were brought to the Americas by and large?
This is the thing. I tell people this, and I actually said that I tell people, go to Nicholas Brooklyn. I told my sister Monique to get the book The Unknown Arabs. If you go to my YouTube, just punch my YouTube and you'll find everything I explained. I explained all of this step by step, and I don't get $1 million for this. Step by step, I explained, and it will tell you what they look like, what tribes they were from. The Kunta tribe, all these tribes. If you want to break things down into tribes, we can break them down in tribes. So all of these tribes were still us. They captured us. So in Philadelphia, I did an earlier video, Saneter, and I showed at George Washington's house, right? There are people, there's a plaque in Philadelphia, and it shows them with turbans on their heads, right? And sandals on their feet. And I said, damn. So the people, when we got here in Philadelphia, I'm in Cali, in Philadelphia, we were stripped in 1774. This is a fact. Just go to Philadelphia with me. I tell you, I could go to Philly and do a tour again. So those people, we keep thinking it's just Morocco. No, we're not just talking about Morocco. Not the kingdom that's over there now, but you had Tunis. That's why I traveled to Tunisia. So all of these neighboring places like Algiers, you could take a ride from Tunis directly into Algiers. I was going to go, but it was dangerous at the time. I was by myself. Trust me, it was kind of crazy. I already got in the van with a lot of these. I'm gonna be real with you, dude. You got to remember, I'm from the States, nigga, but I'm South Philadelphia, born and raised, baby. And I know I'd have been shot up many times. I'm fine. So none of this shit I fear. But I was fearing that shit when I was in that van, G. I'm gonna keep it a buck with cats I ain't even know by myself. So you could take a van directly into Algiers or a train. So the neighboring places, when people keep thinking it's just Morocco, it's not just Morocco. It's Tunis, it's Algiers, it's the neighboring places. So it was all before the Europeans started creating these borders. There were no borders at the time. So we're looking at Morocco as in Morocco right now. It was bigger than that. So the people that we was in West Africa, if you read a book called, I'm pulled out, I was there too. Give me 1 second.
Well, while you're doing that,
Portuguese in West Africa.
While you're doing, wait, okay, so you have the book. I just want to connect this. We do have a watch party tonight, and we are looking at the so-called American system of government, which is different than the governments that you are talking about.
Well, I'm talking about right here too.
Right, it's different. It's different with the people. You're making a connection with the people that are here with what you believe. Right?
No, not believe. No.
But you really haven't made a connection with our people that came from many parts of Africa, and some of them were Muslim and some of them were not Muslim. To make the points that you are making.
Let me explain this to you, brother. Let me explain this to you, Reggie.
Yes, sir.
I just got off a 2-hour of my show, brother.
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you something. You keep saying make a connection. Just go to Sabir Bey YouTube channel. I'm not saying, and I'm talking to you, brother. Get out your feelings. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you, brother. Chill out. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking to the people, so the people can go and do their due diligence. Don't believe me. So you're saying I'm not making a connection. I made the connection many times. Now it's up to you to actually do what? Do your due diligence. I'm not here to hold grown people's hands, brother. I don't care if you quote John Henry Clark, Dr. Ben, I can quote them too. It don't matter to me. I'm in the flesh right now. So you're talking about something about us being here, but you got to go back to the history to find out why we're where we at. So if you want to talk about things, and Saneter asked me to come here for a second, right? Go read this book, y'all. Not the movie. Read the book and find out what happened. The Killing Flower. I had this for a long time. Please read this book, and then you will understand what took place. If you read the book better than a movie, you would know what happened, which I'm going back to slavery again. We are doing the same thing.
Okay, wait, Sabir, wait. First up, let me just check to see if Saneter is moderated.
He's still there. He's still there.
No, his image is there. If he's not moderating, then what I can say is, good brother, we were just trying to collect the views of the public about this upcoming debate, and your information is valuable.
I know it's very valuable, brother. It's very valuable. Believe me.
Valuable.
Oh, I know it is.
I'm not going to say that it's not valuable.
Oh, I know it is.
Saneter let me. He set me as a moderator, but we have all of these. We have all these people, and we have more that are just waiting. And so, can you just sum up what you want to say?
Brother, I didn't ask to come here. Saneter asked me. So let me tell you something, Reggie. I didn't call Saneter. Saneter called me to come on his feet about that. Let me make this very, very clear for you, brother. I don't call people to be on people. I thank you, brother. But I don't call to get on people's shows, my G. I don't do that.
There are people who want to talk about, to get their views across about this debate tonight.
I just talked about it. What else you want to know about it? I just told you about it. I just told you. Brother, listen, if Saneter say leave, I'll leave. I'm fine. You don't realize.
That's why I checked. That's why I simply checked to see if Saneter is listening.
Listen,
we can have a conversation.
Okay, but again,
right?
If Saneter,
we can invite you back, and you can do a whole.
No, brother, there is no inviting me back, brother, because I am not doing this. Listen, brother, I get paid for my time. Let me make this very clear for you, brother. I don't care whether you accept it or not. If Saneter called me, I don't have to do that. I have my own channel that everybody can go to. Sabir Bay channel or before 1492. I'm fine. Saneter.
I'm telling you, he
Saneter,
doesn't speak to me.
You want me to continue to what you want me to do, bro? Because I this thing right here with Reggie, I'm ready to get off here, brother, because I could care less.
Okay, I'll do a show with you whenever you get time.
Okay. Yeah, because honestly, all right, peace. Because I can say exit. So he said, okay, again, I'm gonna do this. Y'all can join me on Sabir Bay YouTube channel. I will be back later on, SABIRBEY or before 1492. Again, I am from Philadelphia. I can tell you about the politics. I can tell you what's going on. None of these people that you have on these feeds are showing you anything that you can go to the Constitutional Center and find. Nothing.
Nice library. No, we definitely enjoyed your information, Sabir. Most definitely did.
Which one? Which one you need? Because this is the game they playing. I'm not telling. Listen, I don't tell a person to vote or not vote. Do you? I did a video in 2008 when Barack Obama. Go look it up. Sabir Bay's illusion of voting, and I spoke about it because the whole key is the plebiscite's vote. The plebiscite is a people's vote, not a person's vote. If you look up plebiscite from a law dictionary or a regular dictionary, it's going to be the people's vote. Black people are not part of the people. When you're voting, it is a census report. That's what it is. How much property we have in the federal government. There is a term in law called federal citizen. Look it up. Federal citizen in the law dictionary. Federal subjects. And that's what the 14th Amendment was based around. So it's a census. And I'm going to leave you with this, and I'm going to shut up unless they want me to come back on. Look up Title 4 of the United States Code since we want to talk about law. Title 4, United States Code, it will tell you what the United States is. It's geographical. That's what it is.
Definitely learned a lot.
That's what this is, brother. So I'm not here. I'm not a dude that look for attention. I'm fine. I'm the dude that you want to put on last because you don't want me to come on first. That's just the reality. But you can go ahead, Reggie. Do what you got to do, family.
No, Brother Sabir Bay, we would love for you to come back and teach
It's not up to you. It's up to the people. It's up to the people. It's not. Listen, bro. This is hip hop. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you. Hold up. Let me explain this to you.
You actually got it wrong. I moderated it now.
Okay, I got it. But listen to this. Let me leave you with this, bro. No. Listen.
Brother, I'm being nice.
I don't care about you being nice. That's stupid, bro. But anyway, I'm hip hop all day. The word nice means stupid, but I'm hip hop. You go, I go. We let the people choose. That's what hip hop is about.
No.
I'm shutting up.
You go and you come back.
That's okay. I'm fine.
And then you can shut up.
I'm cool.
Because see, I'm not disrespectful to you.
I don't, brother.
I don't have to use those words.
All I said.
I'm just saying, Saneter said, didn't he say to you, you can come back and do another show?
I'm fine. No, but I'm fine. I'm shutting up, brother. You can go ahead and continue. I'll listen, okay, until I'm ready to get off here.
Have to use the
chill out. No more. No more say.
Nobody's special here.
Okay, don't get mad. I never said. Yes, let me.
Don't get mad either.
Everybody on this feed is special, brother. So don't ever say nobody's special. Everyone's special.
But then don't call nobody stupid.
No, you're not. You have a listening comprehension. I need you to hear me again. I said, listen.
I got a degree. Right?
Okay,
I got a degree.
So you have an degree.
Right?
Listen, family.
I listen very well. But go ahead.
Family. Let me explain this to you. First of all, I was not saying that you were stupid. I said nice means stupid. If you understood language, you have a law degree. Listen. I need you to listen before I go. If you brag about degrees, if you say you know the first thing in law, since you have a law degree, what is the first? Well, first thing in law is language. And degree means to take away from your agree. Defrost, derail, denounce. DIS, dislike, dismiss, discontinue. It's not pun. It's language, brother. Malcolm said no good diction. I'll chill. Keep it pushing. I'm listening.
I don't have to respond to that.
That's okay.
This was your last words. you hit a home run. Nobody's catching for it. It's not even a game. It's not there. So my job, until he comes back on, is to moderate. So I'm going to put the invite back in, and anybody that shows their face, they can come in. You are free, and you my brother. I learned a lot of things from you. So that's not the problem. The problem is that we have an audience that has that wants to talk about the debate tonight. That's all. All right. Can you could call Saneter back, and we could. Okay, so no problem. Okay, family. So King Jay, Brother Daniel, Brother Kanam Nujuko, you can. What do you? What's your thoughts about who's going to win? What's your thoughts about the issues? Right. What do you have to say?
Well, I think my humble opinion, I think former President Trump is going to win the debate. My thing is we got to look at policies, not somebody's skin color or the gender. We got to look at the policies. I would tell people look at both of the policies of what Trump is presenting and what Kamala Harris is presenting. And I'm not a big fan of Kamala Harris because she likes to pander. Like she's talking about she had collard greens in the bathtub. You know what I mean? That's pandering. You know, nobody puts the collard greens in the bathtub. Not people from my ethnic group. We don't do that. I wouldn't eat no collard greens in no bathtub. That's nasty. Okay. I just don't like her pandering. You know what I mean? And she didn't ever come with no policies. I didn't hear nothing about none of her policies. Okay. I'm not for it. I don't like the Democratic Party policies when they want to put tampons in the men's bathroom. That's weird to me. Okay. And I'm not for, what else? There's a lot of things I don't like about their policies. Okay. I don't like the open borders because that affects us as a community. Look at California. Compton used to be people of our ethnic persuasion. Now it's some other people living there now. Okay. Look at Chicago. Look at every major city that's democratically ran. I'm from Philadelphia and we got issues there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm from Philly too. Yes, we do.
Yeah. I went to Park in South Philly.
I went to South Philly High and I went to Barry Junior High.
Yeah, we're not far from there. You was on Snyder Avenue.
No doubt.
But anyway, I look at the policies. Okay, I'm against illegal immigration. I'm for legal immigration, but I'm against illegal immigration because that affects us as a people the most. We get affected the most. Okay, and the reason why they're bringing them over here because they can do cheap labor. That's why they're bringing them over here, so they can do cheap labor. They don't want to pay us what we're worth. They want to underpay us. Okay, I disagree with that. Okay, and I disagree of an underage child being getting surgery to be a transformer. You call them transgender. I say transformer. I disagree with that. To me, that's child abuse. They're too young to be making some decision like that. To me, that's very weird. And I don't like their policies when they try to force LGBTQ on Africa. That's what the Democrats do. Okay, I disagree with that. And they always try to pander to us. I disagree with that stuff. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? And she hasn't really come up with no policies. She never wanted.
What policies is Trump? What is Trump's policies?
Well, one policy, he said he's not going to tax people who get Social Security. He said he's not going to tax them, and he was the first one that said he's not going to tax people on tips. Kamala Harris stole that idea from Trump. Trump came with that policy first before Kamala Harris. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but she's a career politician. I'm not done.
I'm just trying to figure out listen, policies have to be put in play and they have to be made real from rhetoric, right?
Yes, sir.
From rhetoric. So, just to push back on you, what was Trump's policy during the C disease? What was
you talking about You talking about the COVID and all that?
You can't mention the word. I can't mention.
Oh, sorry. Okay. You talking during the shutdown? You talking about that?
What was his policy during?
During that time, nobody was really educated on that new virus thing. We all of us was in the dark about that. We thought we had to wear masks. We thought we had to, be shut down.
They figured out what the virus did, how it affected, and how to close the divide in infections. What did Trump do versus what did Biden and Harris do?
Well, I didn't really see too much difference. Because Trump really was not no doctor, okay? And neither is Kamala Harris. Nobody knew about that. Dr. Fauci is the one that told them for us to wear masks and to do social distancing and all the other stuff. That came from Dr. Fauci. That didn't come from President Trump.
Did it help?
Okay.
Did it help?
Not really. No, it didn't help.
No, I was traveling the whole time, bro. I was overseas. Trust me, I didn't take no shots. The only thing I did is pay $150. Now, if you go to YouTube, you'll see me traveling during the pandemic, brother. So it's a whole lot behind that, brother. Because let me share this with y'all since you brought this up. When I was in the LAX, there is a form that you fill out before you get on the plane to go international, and it had exempt. This is exactly what it was. It says exempt if you are a humanitarian. I said, what? You was exempt from all of that. I live in LA now, but when I went to LAX to fly out, they give you forms to fill out, and you got to pay $150 for the test. But it was saying if you are exempt, if you deal with humanitarian, you was exempt from that. I said, this is a game. So the whole time I was flying, the whole time all this was going on, right? I'm in airport spending God knows how much money to go from one spot to the next, going international, paying $150. When I was in Spain to go to Morocco, I had to pay $150. If I went to the Rock of Gibraltar, that was $150, and it's still in Spain. But it was all about money, and this is what the whole system is. All of it's about money, brother. So if you're on a plane and somebody frauded, and you can smell their fraud, nigga, obviously that the pandemic, that gas is worse than that. But it's a game, brother. So it wasn't Trump. It wasn't Trump.
Policy.
And it wasn't Trump. It wasn't Trump.
So there's Africa, and there's places that you travel, right? But there's other countries that was affected, China and Iraq, and certainly this particular country, right? So in the early stages, to be preemptive, they set up some basic guidelines until the vaccine. Do you believe that the vaccine cut the spread of the virus? Do you believe that in America, where we had, meat trucks, right? Where lots and lots of people inside nursing homes and stuff were really the biggest first casualties. Do you think for our elderly and for some of the people at risk that the vaccine did help? Do you think that it helped in China and some of the other countries? Or you don't believe that, or do you believe that the whole thing was a hoax? I'm just trying to figure out what.
I don't believe it was a hoax. I believe they invented that virus in a laboratory, the gain of function. Because Senator Ron Paul had a hearing with Dr. Fauci, and he caught him in a bunch of lies. Okay, he did a gain of function in China. That's where that virus came from.
I did the first show. Okay. I did the first show ever on the gain of function and what the vaccine was, right? I don't remember all of the details, but I did one of the first shows on the House of Consciousness. Press 1 in the community if you watch the show. But what I'm just trying to say is now once they realize that it was possibly, not saying, we have our thoughts about the gain of function, and I do not want this program flagged, but do you think that the Biden-Harris agenda for dealing with the vaccine, do you think that it was good? Do you think that Trump had a better policy? What was Trump's policy on it?
Well, Trump's policy was he didn't force you to take the vaccine.
No, he didn't.
He said that was a choice.
It's a
choice. Had a choice to take it or not. But on the Kamala Harris and Biden, they forced people to take the vaccine. Matter of fact, a lot of people lost their job, their employment,
exactly,
because they had to take the job, or take the vaccine, or get fired.
It was a lot of people practice. So
no, it really wasn't a national. Let me tell you something. It wasn't. In Spain never shut down. B. I was there. It never shut down. Let me tell you what.
I'm gonna tell you another. This in the States. Florida didn't shut down.
Out here where I'm at.
Florida.
Out here where I'm at. Orange County. They didn't either. Okay. Out here too. They didn't shut down.
Well, okay, so let's deal with something.
Listen. When I was in Florida, when I was in
being flagged. So let's move it off of that.
He want to move it off. He want to move it off of every time it's something. When I'm saying, explaining this to y'all, brother,
this channel flagged.
It's not flagging. No.
It
would never reflag the channel. You brought it up. You asked the question, right? Nobody's talking about take it, not take it. Let me explain this to you, brother. Stop. So I'm explaining.
I don't want the channel flagged,
brother. Nobody, but you shouldn't bring. If you don't bring up subjects, then brother. Please don't bring up subjects.
I'm just moving to policies.
Okay, another policy I want to touch on.
Come on, brother.
Another policy I don't like. Can I touch on another policy I don't like?
Yes.
Are you all right for a biological man to enter a women's sports?
Might get flagged.
Are you all right with that? I'm not. Because a biological man enter a boxing ring with a biological woman, he could kill her. Beat her to death. We biologically, physically stronger than them. That's facts.
I do understand that, and I don't necessarily disagree on the basis of premises, but we got a lot of issues within our so-called Constitution, equal protection, right? We have discrimination laws, and the Supreme Court and the other courts made some decisions about those type of things. So give me another policy. What about gun control?
Well, the gun control, I believe our amendment should be honored, because most cities, from what I study, most places that honor the Second Amendment or the First Amendment, they have less crime than we do, than Democratic Party cities.
Should we have control?
No, you should have a right to, according to the Constitution, you have the right to bear arms. You should have that right to protect your home. Okay?
That was in fact a different time period, right? The current time period, what happens in our communities when there's a lack of gun control? Who do we turn those guns on?
Well, the lack of gun control, people's don't buy that stuff illegally anyway. That stuff is illegal. Because a lot of cities, a lot of those guns is bought over here illegally. But I'm talking about legal gun control. I mean, having the right to carry legal arms.
Should we have a policy on the former president almost got well, I don't want to get the channel flag, but had an issue recently that we all know about, and now he's under bulletproof glass, right? And he was supposedly it was an assault rifle, and so with these gun laws, what they do is try to figure out how was the gun acquired, was it acquired legally, right? How was the gun purchased, assessed, monitored, and etc. Should we have policies around that? Who has the best policy? Does Trump have a policy on gun control, or does he just think that everybody should have guns?
Well, he believes in the amendments that we're supposed to have the right to bear arms.
Is he talking about black people, or is he talking about white people?
Well, he said everything. I ain't hear nothing about no black or white with him. Okay, I didn't ever hear that. Okay, that's in the Constitution. That's your constitutional right to bear arms.
In
Not black people.
Yes, sir. Yes, true.
And I don't really like. I agree with kind of Sabir Bay. I don't agree with like being called black, but I use it because that's the only thing we know.
I got you.
Okay, our people. We could just use that. Our people.
Melanated people. I'm fine.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you, years ago, I met a brother from the motherland, and he told me he didn't know he's black until he came to the States.
Thank you very much, brother.
That blew me out the water. It really gave me a reality check.
We can move on. Our people.
Okay.
I understand that. So we can move it on. So I'm just examining what we know about her policies and what we know about Trump's policies. Is Trump's policies written? What is his policies?
Yeah, his stuff is written, and he expresses his verbally. He expresses his policies verbally.
He rallies and he talks about Hannibal Lecter, and he talks about how good-looking he is, and he talks about the weather. He talks about everything else. He doesn't talk too much on his campaigns about policies.
Yes, he does. I watch his lectures. I watch his events all the time. He always talk about his policies. Now, I already told you some of the policies. Okay, he's against illegal immigration. He's against protecting your gun rights. He's for your gun rights. He's for your gun rights, and he also is he's against biological males entering female sports, and he's also against a child being mutilated for a so-called sex change, whatever the heck they want to call it. Okay, and then the Democrats, they confused about the pronouns. Is this a he or she or it? See, that's the issue. That's the issue.
I understand that now. How Trump's implementing his policies, right?
Okay, I'm gonna say something. He already implemented his policy when he did his 4-year term. We already did 4 years of Trump. We already did it. Okay, and the gas prices are too high. The gas prices affect the economy. Okay, it affects every asset.
America has its own reserve.
No, they don't no more. They got rid of that. Under Trump, they had that. Yeah, under Trump, they were producing their own gas.
They didn't get rid of the reserve.
I know they didn't get reserves, but they're not using the reserves. They want us to use for other people's reserves, because you got to understand. A lot of them are globalists. Globalism and nationalism, you got to study what's the difference. Listen. Kamala Harris is a globalist. She's a globalist.
And Trump is what?
A nationalist.
What type of nationalist?
America first. I'm gonna use Idi Amin for example. He was a nationalist. He said Ugandan citizens first. Okay.
But who is he? But what groups of people, or is he talking about? Is he talking about us?
He said Black America. He didn't say. He said all Americans. That's what he said. He said all, regardless of regardless of skin color, ethnic group. Well, he got people out of jail. He got Kilpatrick, who used to be the former mayor of Detroit. He got him out of jail. He was facing a whole lot of time. The first he got a lot of black people out of jail. What we call black people.
Those are okay. So, Daniel, right? Stay on the chat. There's some other people that's on.
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir.
I know your point. You have valid points. I'm just gonna move it around. I'm just trying to be I'm polite to other people that want to come on and have said something. So, Kanam, you've been on for a while, waiting. What do you have to say? Okay, you say wait. So then, so Sabir, about the policies, who do you think has the best workable policies?
Brother, if I go there, brother, it's going to be a whole nother lecture, and you want to cut me. Listen to me, brother. I don't deal with policies. I deal with laws, brother. This is the problem, y'all. I explained my position early on. There is no difference. Like the brother said, if you don't study how many of y'all studied the Constitution? So we keep having a conversation about the Constitution, but none of y'all showed or produced anything pertaining to the Constitution. It's in the Constitution. If these European Republicans, right? And again, democracy is not even in the Constitution. But listen, democracy is not even in there. This is the weird part. Let me explain this to y'all.
It's a republic.
Let me tell you something. Even when you say it's the Pledge of Allegiance to the Republic for which it stands, every state of the Union guarantees a Republican form of government. Malcolm spoke about these things, right? Years ago. To the Republic for which it stands. The Republic is back to the people. That's what the whole language again. Malcolm said, understand language. Back, reopen, reappear, republic. So it's the people. This is why when you read the Constitution, it says that all power not delegated to the legislators, rather it's state or federal, is reserved to the people. So the people have the power, and we keep fighting this issue back and forth. Yeah, brother, what about their policies? Look up what a policy is.
No, I'm just talking about the debate tonight.
There you go again, bro. Don't ask me no questions. I'm explaining it to you.
Even though it's going to be,
I'm explaining it to you. Come on, beloved. Come on, family.
What's in front of us.
That's what's in front of you. This is in front of you, brother. This is in front of you. Bear with me. This is in front of you. This is what's in front of you, family. You keep ignoring it. This is what's in front of you. This is what these Europeans, and this is why they brought up the Dred Scott case. Look online. The Republicans talked about Kamala Harris. Why? Why did they bring up the Dred Scott case? Why did they do that? Why did they say in the Dred Scott case, they quoted it, if you go online, no person but a natural born citizen or a citizen before the adoption of this Constitution can hold any office of presidency. You keep saying, well, what are their policies? And brother, no, you don't want the truth, and I can tell you don't want it. So I'm fine. I can fall back. Come on, beloved. Chill out. Come on, brother. It's a circus. It's a circus. It's a circus.
Argue things that they think that the voting population of America is interested in.
Let me help you out.
1 second. So the brother left.
Brother, please understand what's going on. Understand public relations. Understand propaganda. Understand propaganda, brother. Understand the game. I keep trying to tell you, I'm from Philly. I've been in this game for a long time, even on radio, telling people. Okay, but I'm sharing with you what is happening in Philadelphia, the whole politic game. Read Edward Bernays' book, Propaganda. Please, people. I'm not talking to Reggie. I'm talking to y'all. I'm talking to y'all. I'm saying tonight too, brother. Everything affects tonight. It's a circus. That's all it is. I know you like entertainment. That's why Gladiator said that. You like to be entertained. Go ahead and be entertained. It's fine.
No, but I don't like. I don't like to be entertained. Most of the stuff that I do is really not entertainment.
Go get edutained.
And what are you trying to say? Are you trying to say anything about the show or the people that come on the show? I'm against entertainment when it comes to information.
You just said you went somewhere left. I said tonight in Philadelphia. I'm pretty sure I said that. It's a circus and it's for clowns. That's what that is.
Okay.
That's all I said. Y'all like entertainment.
Affect us at all.
How?
It's circus for clowns.
If people truly understood the law, then they would understand it. And my brother from Philadelphia, let me share this with y'all because I know he's going to go somewhere else. In Philadelphia, the sheriff's department is on Market on Broad Street. Am I lying, brother? I can't hear you on mute.
You're not lying. It's on.
Now, let me explain this to him. See, all this plays a part. Sheriff Green used to be our sheriff. Am I lying, brother?
You're not lying. I
Okay,
believe it's Sheriff
so
Green.
let me explain to you how this works. I was in his office before I left Philly. I used to do WURD. I went to his office one day and I sat there with the sheriffs. And this is what they told me. I should be coming up there teaching classes. He said, we don't work for the people anymore. We work for the municipality. He said, if the people paid them, then they will actually lock up a judge. That's the power in the people. But since the people don't pay the sheriff's department, they get paid through a municipality, which all cities are municipalities. That's the power. I know all the attorneys in Philly. I knew Tariq Shabazz. I know motherfucking Michael Cord. I can tell you all the attorneys I used to sit in the places with. So I know the game. I just choose not to be part of politics.
Okay, so
That's
you
it.
don't, but there are.
But you got to educate people. But you got to educate people.
And we're going to keep in mind some of the things that many of the things that you actually said. But people are looking for what is best for themselves and their families, and to see now if any of these people, either Kamala or Donald Trump, has anything that the people can gravitate to. I understand that you believe it's a clown show, and I don't believe.
You keep saying believe, brother. I said I know. Stop mixing my words, brother.
I don't disagree. Here's the thing: is I am trying to agree with you.
Okay.
And I think that you're being a little extra.
Let me help you out, family. I'm from Philly. Let me explain this to you. Excuse my Philly attitude. Excuse my Philly attitude, brother. That's all I'm going to say to you. So listen what I'm going to do, y'all. Listen, I'm going to bail out. I appreciate y'all because I do have stuff to do because this ain't going nowhere. Y'all can come to my Sabir Bey, SABIRBEY radio show or YouTube, or before 1492, SABIRBEY, or you can hit me on my Instagram, Real Sabir Bey, or my ex, Real Sabir Bey, if you really want it. And I'll be in DC soon, y'all, this weekend, and I'll probably stop in my hometown, Philadelphia. So I thank y'all so much. Have a wonderful evening.
We're still brothers, right?
No doubt, no doubt. Listen, I don't harbor no hate in my heart, brother. Because
we never did.
Listen,
we never had an argument.
But truth is truth. Listen, truth is truth because hate in your heart will consume you. Yeah. That's the reality.
Never had an argument.
Okay, so I'm going to go, y'all. Email me on my email, SabirBeyRadio@gmail.com. I will be in DC. Then I will shoot maybe to Philadelphia. Holla at me. I got to go. Have a wonderful evening on purpose, y'all. I do got to go. Tell Saneter how.
Put your website in the chat so people can have a direct.
I'm very easy to reach, brother. You can Google that name and it'll pop up. Sabir Bey. That's how. It's very. It's all up.
I'm just trying to do a service for the audience.
It's okay, family. You can look me up. I ain't no stranger to nobody on this feed, brother. I'm not a stranger.
And our brother Sabir Bey will be back to teach a whole lesson uninterrupted by brother Reggie.
You know. So no doubt, brother. And check out Heavy as the Crown and Out of Darkness, which I am the producer of Heavy as the Crown and Out of Darkness. Okay, well, Out of Darkness, that one. Okay, peace, y'all. Gotta go.
All right, peace, Sabir.
Peace, family. Hopefully, I'll see you when I get to Philly, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you will. You see me walking around Center City somewhere.
Yeah. I haven't been down there by the clothespin in a while.
No doubt.
You know,
that's the meetup spot. That's the meetup.
Hot King?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was my man.
Peace, family.
So you can go to the brother.
Yo, this dude, he said, how did Reggie destroy me? Now come on my feet and tell me, how did he destroy me? Now you did all that talking. Now come on the feet and tell me. My lines are open, y'all. Let's go. The line is open, so come on and tell me. I shut it up, didn't I? So hit the link and come on and talk to me for a minute, y'all. Let's go. Before I get off this feed. If you don't come and you do all that talking, B, you a sucker for that. Hit the link, because I'm going to go. Stop typing. Come on my feet. I'm talking directly to you. To you. That's who I'm talking to. So hit the link. You don't ask me to come on no feed. Nobody directs or controls Sabir Bey when you get on the feed. I didn't ask to go on those feeds. Saneter called me on the phone and asked me to come on that feed. Okay? But this is what you get when you come to this feed with me. What do you want your president to? I don't, and he's not my president. He may be your president, but he ain't my president. But I will break you down to your very last compound.
were done. Oh, man. Nah.
So listen, don't ever think that you can try me. I'm going to give you the time by the time this song is over to come on the feed and hit the link and speak your piece. Let's go.
What you think we were done?
Come on.
I know you ain't think we were done. Oh, man. Nah.
I break you down to your very last compound. I break you down to your very last compound.
I got some more I need to say. You know what you think we were done? Yo. KRS-19 albums, many tempos. What's your name again? Whack freestyles, many demos. We don't match, you make me laugh, the amazing. Like when Michael Jackson married Priscilla Presley. I'm not the one you want to battle at all. You'll be quickly forgotten like them Cabbage Patch dolls. Yes, yes, y'all. It's the Blast Master. When I finish rocking,
when Sabir Bey come on, you can't come on after.
Can't go on after. To every each, giving divine speech. I don't really battle, I teach. I'm infinite, you're ignorant. I'm omnipotent. Why you on the stoop just kicking it? Still you can't escape my verbal rate. I got your demo, it was whack, I erased the tape. Take your ass back to wherever you came. Knowledge reigns supreme, it's all the same.
I break it down to the very last compound. I break it down to the very last compound. See how it sounds? I break it down to the very last compound. See how it sounds?
What you thought? What you thought? We were done? Oh, man. No, I'm not the average MC. Nobody told you. Don't let me have to go back and rewrite the bridge is over. You a liar, you lied, you have no meaning. If you was rhyming on 5, I switch over to Keenan. Or vice versa, I say Beamin, you say Keenan for a rap. But you better watch your step. Anywhere in the world, I'll fool ya. In any club, I'll school ya. Don't let that Sprite commercial fool ya. They're really running through ya and making contact. Use a gimmick, the master of lyrics, I'm that. I find that with your crime rap, I may be feeling you, but half that shit you pop stop, you can't really do. Me, on the other hand, brother man,
I'll cut you down like zigazan, zigazan. If you call Sabir, I bet you won't call back. I flip your floor mat from the doormat.
Down like zigazan, zigazan. I switch up the format from the doormat. If you call my number, I bet you won't call back.
Break it down to the very last compound. Break it down to the very last compound. See how it sounds? I see you, fam. Break it down to the very last compound. See how it sounds? Break it down to the very last compound. See how it sounds?
Now roll the dice, cause your ass is too eager. The smoke free for thinking you can come battle a teacher. Bo, the warning shot now is clearer. The only MC seeing me is in the mirror. Building, destroying you, refilling and toying you. Taking out 2 of you, 3 of you, 4 of you, 5 of you, just as live as you. Exposing all the lies in you. What you trying to do, B.I.? You're sweating non-stop. Crew jetting up the block. You call them, crew come back, but they won't stop. It's getting critical. Chances of escape are minimal. I'm having you for breakfast, brunch, lunch, and dinner too. Getting into you like a bacteria. What do you think? I'm one of these kids you be battling at your high school cafeteria? Yo, bug gang. Knowledge reigns supreme over nearly everyone. I leave that ass stunned.
Break it down to the very last compound. See how it sounds?
You still guessing?
Down to the very last compound.
Stressing?
I'm stressed, baby.
We can't be done. We hold exact mathematics.
See how it sounds?
We hold exact mathematics. Exact mathematics. We hold exact mathematics. And stay fresh for 1998.
So I was given the 5th element of hip hop. If y'all don't know what the 5th element of hip hop is, I don't call myself these things. And the 5th element of hip hop is knowledge. Y'all got to check out the video I did with KRS-One and James Smalls. If you want to get that video I did with James Smalls and KRS-One, please email me. Email me. We did it on so-called Black History Month. It was Professor James Smalls, which I love, and KRS-One and I. So if you go to my YouTube, you'll see a lot of videos. So I'm gonna take my brother Todd. What's up, Todd? What's good? Before I get off here, brother, what's happening? You there? Okay, he hung up. So I gotta go. But it's funny with Reggie, brother. Every time I would say something, that's why I don't come on nobody's shows, because that's what happens. That's what happens when I come on. You can't control me. So y'all hit me up on X. Email me SabeerBayRadio@gmail.com. But I appreciate y'all so much, man. Again, don't test my skills, B. I'm good at what I do. I gotta go. Peace.
Yeah, another session. Learn the lesson.
50 more years of hip-hop.
Bronx action, more action, floor cracking, more passion. Feed my people at raw rapping, house to house like I'm door dashing. Assassin, you asking, who is this? And I'm still laughing. Forward thinking, never backtracking. Boom bapping, never rack lack. My people all up in the place. Royalty with scar on their face. Chocolate rap, you can all get a taste.
Gotta go.
We built this place. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Time for the chase. Chase down traders and fade into space. Keeping it pace in a hole like an ace or an ace in a hole when I throw in the base. Race. No, you didn't really want to race. Chase. No, you didn't really want to chase. You don't want to see me when I come in a place. Lyric after lyric in your motherfucking face. Y'all let me scream out what happened to his face. Man, let me say him, I get on the bliss. Yeah.
Told you I'm hip hop, baby.
That's what happens when you speak your rapping and your skills are lacking and your beats are whacking and you meet the captain, the beats the dragon, your mouth is shut because you eat the magnum.
50 more years of hip-hop.
I am hip hop, baby.
Yeah, listen. All I do is spit raw. Stick around and you'll get more. This is what I spit for. That other shit I ignore. Show up at the spot, go off the top like a wig store. I get more. Rappers looking puzzled like they jigsaw. As you can see me rising like from the 3rd floor to the 6th floor. 1520 Sedgwick Avenue. Come do a quick tour. Ben Aki, stop listening to hip hop culture's enemies and go to the website birthplace of hip hop.nyc. You know that this is where the truth at. Everybody that was old school was one time a new jack. So think about where you at and the future looking you back. Are you gonna be able to school cats or be with them fools at? I'm coming again with the boom bap. Man, he just can't do that. So I bring my reps and effects when I'm swinging on these new jacks. All you hear is boom crap. You still asking who's that? Well, it's the teacher, Newark, New Jersey. That's where the school's at. Listen, they switching up your whole position. Popeyes went from eating spinach now to frying chicken. You better listen. Knowledge reigns supreme. That other shit's weird shit. This that original foundation, old gray beard shit. Yeah, I see the ice, but where them vocals at? You see the double meta.
Don't come at me, baby, because I'm gonna come at you harder.
As I express on these vocal cats, I'll bring the focus back. This shit here is hot. We spitting after 50 years of hip hop. Well, we want 50
more years of hip-hop.
We reppin' every block. We are never gonna stop. We got
50 more years of hip-hop.
breaking MCing, writing, beatboxing, DJ.
Tell Saneter to put that money together. I would love it. Tell him to put the money together.
And we got
50 more years of hip-hop.
the best and no less. Relieve the stress and stay fresh. We doing it.
50 more years of hip-hop.
You see, we all here. We going 50 more years.
Shout out to the teacher, KRS-One. So listen, y'all, I do got to go. I've been on here long enough, but you can support by Cash App, PayPal. My Cash App is $Sabeer Bay, and PayPal, SabeerBayRadio@gmail.com. Any lectures? Let's get it popping. I'll see you on the East Coast. Gotta go.